the truth of the matter, Your Excellency, is that we are in broad-based government, not as individual members of parliament and not as individual senators. We are here there in this broad-based government as a result of a resolution of our party, ODM. And the party signed a 10-point agreement with the UDA government, and that all of us were there. Those who are annoyed, who think that this broad-based government is not right, they are actually vomiting on us from within. Why don't they get out and vomit from without? Because we want our party ODM to have a nice smell, and we want to move on with our people. And before these agreements were signed, there was a lot of consultations. Raila went round as the party leader of ODM, consulting. He came to Migori here, he did the same. And I therefore want to say that, Your Excellency, we are talking for our people. When we are being told that we have to fight for our rights, we have to fight for our rights. Your Excellency, that is what we are fighting for. That is why these our people are there. We are fighting for our rights, and we are elected to do the same. The governor is not a given mandate to fight for his people. He is given mandate to serve his people, and he is given resources to serve his people. This is the time to serve your people. It is not the time to fight for their rights. Which right more than what they eat? Which right are you fighting for more than the roads? Which rights are you fighting for more than the hospital? Which right are you fighting for more than the water? Which rights are you fighting for more than the electricity? Which ones do you want us to fight for? Which ones do you want us to go to in the streets and fight for? And if you want to fight, there is a lot of space elsewhere where you can do that fighting for us. Our people are waiting for this service. This is the time to work, and our people are waiting for it, and they are not waiting to eat the shares of anybody. We are going to eat our shares, which are given to us rightfully because we are taxpayers. Like any other Kenyan, we are also taxpayers, and our people have a right, and I don't know where else you want to fight. We are fighting for that in the Senate, we are fighting for that in Parliament, we are fighting for that with His Excellency the President, who is seated here, is the head of the executive. So let him do his part, and let the governors also do their part, and let us serve our people. When elections come, then those who are opposed to what we are doing, let them come up, and people will fairly compete in a democratic space created by our constitution and by the rule of law. So that, Your Excellency, that's all I want to say. I thank you very much, and the Canadian Asante Sana for the and understand.
His Excellency, much has been said, and I have the honor to speak like the Senator of Migori very briefly before inviting the Governor. And His Excellency, when I was elected as a Senator for Migori County, through the honor of these wonderful people of Migori you're seeing here, immediately through the leadership of Raila Amolo Odinga, and actually the MP of this area, Honorable Junet Mohammed, I was invited in the neck of the biggest party in the country and in the continent, the ODM party. And I want to say, without fear of favor or contradiction, that His Excellency, you have our support as a party and as a people. As we start started this journey of broad-based, Your Excellency, you sat together with Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga through the leadership of our houses, both houses, and you made me the chairperson of transport, road, and housing. So that in the Senate, when we talk about the critical infrastructure that can equalize a nation, we can be able to read from the same page. And that's where I want to start with a Luo quote for you, Mr. President. In the Luo community, when somebody has a boy, which we call Boer, when somebody called Jabi Boer has come to squeeze that Boer, hello? Samedi yo Boer, Majaburo biro wono kro de Boer mondi changi, ongeka ya papa kabadi yo Boer no. The most hated person, the most vilified person in Luo community and Jabe Boer. Nikech biyo Boer late sawa sawa. Katamana luang ni nyaka tho. Luang ni tho e chak kato tho e chu. En ni luang nyaka choose kumo de tho ai. His Excellency, where I sit as the chair of transport, road, and housing, and where I sit as the NEC member of ODM in charge of humanitarian crisis in this country, I understand what you and Raila Amolo Odinga are trying to do is a very difficult job. You are squeezing Boer in Luo. You are squeezing Boer across the country. And I want to make it clear, His Excellency, that as a people, and I'm talking to my people because they honored me to elect me as their senator, every generation has a duty to identify the fight that you're fighting for, your mission, and thereafter choose to betray it or to fulfill it. There was a generation that came before us that included Oginga Odinga, included Tom Mboya, included Jomo Kenyatta and the rest, who fought so hard that we get independence. Then there was a generation that Baba Raila Amolo Odinga was in, and even people like Orengo were in, and perhaps they are still there, who came to deliver us from internal domination of dictatorship and greed in government. Us as a generation, and this is why we support you, His Excellency, we are bound in the same ideology that your generation, my generation, the leaders who are here, must fight the fight of economic equality, economic justice in this country. His Excellency, is unfair. The people you are seeing here, His Excellency, when they live here, some are going down here called Apida. If you get to Apida, His Excellency, there are no toilets. There are no street lights. Our kids are killed by thugs sometimes because there is no security in those places. If you go to Nyangubo, this is a town, His Excellency. Here in Nyangubo, there are women up to date that still go to something called Soko to get their water. Their parents went to the same Soko. Their grandparents went to the same Soko. Their children will go to the same Soko if we don't correct this economic inequality. And that's why when you say you are working on affordable housing, His Excellency, I wish you the courage that when you stand here, promise the people of Migori County that you'll give us 2,000 units here, so the people from Nyangubo, people from Pandi, and people from Apida can get houses here, Your Excellency. As I finish, Your Excellency, there are two categories of development. There is development of infrastructure, which we have talked to you in State House together with our community leaders here who are elected, and we have agreed that all the roads in Migori County, contractors will come back to our roads and make sure that all the roads in Migori County can continue being developed and can employ our people. But even as we do that, His Excellency, I have traveled in this country. That development goes slowly. There is another form of development that I've seen taking people from other regions very far. It's called small and medium enterprises. Our border here, there are young people who have gone to university, they're in the border. There are women here. If you go to Marindi Market, they are educated, they work so hard to be able to do business in this community, Your Excellency. As you do the roads, Your Excellency, help us so that our border can be in circle. We do for them the same kind of allocation that people in border get in other regions. They also get money to continue developing their border circles. As you do the roads, His Excellency, help our women here to also get into this circle projects in other communities so that you put money into those markets so that they thrive. We have planned as a leadership in the county here that on 16th of May, we will have the biggest border circle for the whole county in Awendo. Your Excellency, please let your hand reach there, even if you want to be there in person. We have planned for our women in June to be able to get their circle going in Migori town. Your Excellency, let us plant money in the hands and pockets of those groups of people to do business, even as we wait for the roads to be completed. With that, Your Excellency, we welcome you, we will support you, we will stand by you, but remember that you are trying to squeeze board. You are trying to squeeze board. Don't wait to be loved. You will be loved after your projects are seen by this community, by this region, and by this country. I thank you and welcome our Governor, Governor Chila Yako, who will invite the CS or Finance, who will introduce the other CSS, and then he can continue and invite the President. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Ero Rukamano. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocol observed. Wakristo wenzangu na jobigori duto, Nyasaye ber. Dito seche duto. Kiyie ni Nyasaye ber to ting'e badi malo mondo Nyasaye ong'e ni yie no ber. Wale wanaamini kwa uzuri wa Mungu wainue mkono ili Mungu atambue sisi zote ambayo tunamwamini Mungu, tunaamini Mungu. Your Excellency, thank you very much for the honor. Thank you very much for your presence, and thank you very much. Kabla nialike wale wametembea nawe waseme kidogo, unajua county government is 15% smaller than the national government. Na hapa tuko na viongozi kutoka county government, tuko na speaker wa Migori County Assembly, Speaker Christopher Rusana, na wabunge wale wa bunge la jimbo hili kama wako hapa, the members of the county assembly, wherever you are, can you stand and wave? Wako hapa, Your Excellency. I know that it's fashionable to ignore them, but these are the grassroots leaders. Mimi nikikosa kuwatambua, impeachment. So Your Excellency, I want to be in good books with the people's representatives in this county. Asanteni sana. Waliomba nafasi wa kuongeleshe ama waongeleshe, they really want to see you. Vile sisi tunakuona kule juu, and you promise that later this month tutakutana sehemu nyingine hapa Migori na utawaona pamoja na viongozi wengine. President Noie ni obro neno jotelo mamoko e thuolo mabiro mbele ni obionene gikose kiko bionene gi. Erokamano. Your Excellency, kabla niseme yangu, and then I invite you, kuna wale wako kwa executive, the DG uko hapo, we have the Deputy Governor, and all the members of the executive. executive, stand where you are. Those who are here, just wave to the president. Thank you very much. Allow me to now invite Dr. Raymond Omolo so that he can introduce senior members of your government who are not politicians so that their presence can be felt here. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the leadership of the church that has conducted this service, the cabinet secretaries, the governor, my PS colleagues, the members of the National Assembly and the County Assembly, the people of Migori, and in particular the host, the people of Suna East. Amoso ni Nyasaye ber. Sechete. Fwana ne uruka umor ni jodolo osendikonwa maber kendo warwako jatelo. Your Excellency, before I say a word, allow me to introduce my PS colleagues who have come to worship together with you. I will just ask that you kindly be upstanding so that I can mention you by name. We have my PS colleague, Motari, in charge of social protection, PS Odede, who comes from this constituency at the Treasury, PS Oluga, in charge of medical services, and PS Karin Agengo, in charge of child protection. We also have senior government officials, and I would just want to ask that you be upstanding and wave so that the people can appreciate you. Those who are serving as chairs of parastatals, directors, CEOs, and other government officials, including our regional commissioner and the regional security team, the county commissioner, and the rest of those who serve in the Ministry of Interior and National Administration. Mr. President, we are happy to fellowship with you today, and allow me to just speak to two things. One is that under your leadership and guidance, as your PS in charge of internal security and national administration, we have fairly had a very secure country. But from time to time, we continue to have security challenges. And in this region, the biggest challenge is more of issues to do with political intolerance. And I want to appreciate the church for speaking to some of those issues. And it is my plea to the leaders from this region that despite our political differences and persuasion, we have a responsibility to keep this country together and to keep the region safe and secure for our mothers, for our sisters, and even for our youth. And Your Excellency, because you made a very conscious decision to work with the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, it is not in the place of any other leader from this region to second-guess that decision and use our youth to continue to cause division, to continue to cause discord, so that we end up with lives that are being lost. As we stand here today, one of our members of parliament lost his life, was assassinated. The police is on the trail of those who are involved. And the Director of Criminal Investigation is doing everything to ensure that those who are responsible are brought to book. And I want to plead for caution on the part of leaders so that we do not have reckless talks that might jeopardize that, because we want everyone who is involved in criminal activities to be held accountable. And in the fullness of time, it will happen. Lastly, is that this country has a huge population of youth. And you are very deliberate on addressing the challenges that affect our youth. That is why you have considered the digital space as a critical anchor and a top priority in the delivery of your manifesto. You are doing the same with healthcare. You are doing the same with agriculture. You are doing the same in education, so that as we get our youth out of institutions of learning, they have something to do, whether they are employed formally or from the comfort of the ICT hubs that you're putting together across the country. Mogik nejo turwa, President Olemowa, obro bedo kodwa ka ndalo adek, en kwayo ni warwake maber, gi ji duto mobro tiyo godo, mobro wuotho godo, gi jotendwa te. Nyaka wami jotendwa thuolo mondo tinwa, mondo gichop singo mane gimiyowa. Ji adi moyieni ka President bro wuotho e Migori ka, to wabro rwake kendo wabro mbeko kode mondo wabed gi dongruok e thurwa ka. Ting'na uru bad malo. Erouru kamano. Thank you.
Owacho kose ok owacho? Mili kose ok mili? Asante sana. Your Excellency, I should not forget my family, otherwise I will be thrown out of my home. Hapa niko na mke wangu, anaitwa Agnes Ochilo, Madam's mama, na promise hautanifungia home kwa sababu I did not introduce you in time. I also have my
Your Excellency, all protocols observed. Mine is to officially welcome you to me. Mine is just to officially welcome you on behalf of
sorry, my son ametoroka kidogo. I think he's afraid of older people. He's only 11 years old. Now, Your Excellency, we still have a few leaders who we would like to listen to and hear. So allow me at this juncture to have the privilege of presenting Opio Wadai, the honor of fire. Opio fire! Opio fire! Opio fire! The good one match. One match Nika.
Your Excellency, President William Ruto, all protocol observed. Jomigori, fwayane uru kama untie, fwayane uru. Ere uru kama nai. Your Excellency, I will be very brief. First and foremost, I want to say from this podium, Your Excellency, that your visit to Migori County today is most timely. And I want to confirm to the people of Migori again from this podium, Your Excellency, that in your government, you have made it clear to us that this country must develop together. And that as we go around the countryside, implementing development projects, that we should do so without any form of discrimination. Your Excellency, in your plan, every part of this country is included, and Migori County is therefore included. Your Excellency, there are challenges of electricity in this southern Nyanza region. Challenges that your government is dealing with very, very proactively, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, for the first time in the history of this country, the Gogo Power Plant, which is domiciled in Uriri constituency in Migori County, which is the oldest hydropower plant in this country, has been operating at a mere 2 megawatts capacity. Your government has taken a bold step to increase the capacity of Gogo Power Plant from 2 megawatts to 8.6 megawatts. I was there 2 weeks ago with the governor and Honorable Nyamita. Your Excellency, your government, through my ministry, has also constructed a new electricity transmission line from Awendo
Isibania, plus a modern substation at Masaba in Korea, Your Excellency. We are also working on constructing a line from Sondu to Ndiwa and then connected to Awendo. All that is going to address the issues of electricity in this county and in the entire southern Nyanza region. Your Excellency, tomorrow I am pleased to announce that you will be launching, you will be flagging off a multi-billion shilling rural electrification program, last mile electricity program from Awendo constituency that will cover the entire Migori County. Secondly, Your Excellency, you know, I have been around for some time. As a matter of fact, I was in Parliament for about 12 years before you appointed me your minister. Your Excellency, if there is anything that has happened to this region that is worth talking about, that is memorable since our Independence Day, it is this arrangement of the broad-based government under your leadership, Your Excellency. And I say so with a lot of confidence, without any fear of contradiction whatsoever. We have been in arrangements before, political arrangements and partnerships. But if there is a partnership that is well-meaning, if there is a partnership that is well-guided, Your Excellency, it is this partnership that our people have made with you. And therefore, we have got no apologies to make. And we have got no regrets whatsoever for agreeing as a people, and indeed as a party, to come together and partner with you, Your Excellency. And we are not looking back, Your Excellency. We are in this for the long haul. I must say so. And for those naysayers, especially in our midst, who still think that we can go backwards, they're daydreaming, Your Excellency. These people have moved on. We know those who are genuinely our friends, and we also know those who are not our genuine friends as a people. And therefore, it is our resolve, under the guidance of our leader Raila Amolo Odinga, that this region is going to be part and parcel of this government going forward until